The causes and symptoms of swimmer's ear is the ear becomes very swollen, it becomes very tender, and you may well see a kind of a watery, milky discharge coming from the ear. My top tip for individuals going on holiday and trying to avoid getting swimmer's ear is to use EarolSwim. This contains olive oil and tea tree oil, and as a result of this it really protects the ear from the risk of infection. The best way of preventing swimmer's ear are really three things. The first one is to make sure that you don't go swimming when you know that you have a perforation, which is a hole in the ear. It's also really important to keep the ears as dry as you possibly can, and also to try and remove any water from the ears. So if you have been swimming, people naturally just put their heads on one side, and because there's a little pocket in front of the eardrum, it's actually really important for individuals and parents to tell the children, always put your head back first, hold it there for about 5 seconds and then tilt to the side, and that just helps to line it up for the water to come out of the ear. And in addition to that, you should be using EarolSwim, which is protecting the ear from that risk of infection. Children potentially are more at risk of getting swimmer's ear, and the reason for this is that they may be spending more time swimming than the adults are, and also they may not follow the instructions, so they do need monitoring by parents, making sure that they're not swimming when there's a risk of when they've had a perforation, when we need to get rid of the water, to also again put the head back as far as we can and then to the side in order for the water to come out naturally, and to use EarolSwim to make sure that they don't get any infections. The medical term for swimmer's ear is called otitis externa, which is generally just an unpleasant infection where the ear swells, it's very tender to the touch, and there may be a discharge. There can be potentially complications from this. For some individuals it can become a chronic condition which is not going away, and for people who are experiencing uncontrolled diabetes, or if they are immunosuppressed, then it can go on to much more serious and complicated forms of infection.